Look at the weather.
It's beautiful here.
Non-stop rain.
Oh, man, it is a blazer out there.
It's cold and it's shivery.
It is cold.
Really coming down here.
I really enjoy your weather reports.
From the All Indiana Podcast Network, we're talking weather in a whole new way. From historical events to what's coming up, plus weather news, science, safety, fun facts, and more.
I like where this is going.
This is Weather Weekly. Weather Weekly with Wish TV Storm Track 8 meteorologist Marcus Bailey.
Episode 122. Good to be with you. This is the last podcast for the month of April. We're going to be moving into the month of May next Monday, the next time we talk. So how about that? Certainly hasn't felt like it, though. I am meteorologist Marcus Bailey with Wish TV. Hope you had a fantastic weekend, a little bit on the chilly side. Not the prettiest of weekends here for the end of April, but we're getting there. We're getting a decent amount of warmth and just some of these surge of cooler temperatures, but we all know that will be coming to an end sooner rather than later. And we've been able to tap into some pretty nice days here and there. We'll do the last week forecast here for the month of April. And at the end of the podcast, we're going to kind of take a look back at some statistics statewide, a little more detailed, with statewide precip and temperature-wise. And, of course, we'll look at the next 8 to 14 days, and the new monthly outlook for the month of May is now out, too. So we'll busy forecast as we get going here for this upcoming work week, and we'll get you prepared and get you ready for the forecast ahead. That is episode 122, the week of April 24th, 2023. That's coming up next year on Weather Weekly. Thanks for sticking around. Episode 122 is all about the forecast, the week ahead for April 24th, 2023. Let's get going here on a Monday, which is still going to open up chilly. We're going to be past, by the time many of you are listening to this, the overnight hours where freeze warnings were widespread for Monday the 24th early in the morning. And again, I know I've mentioned this several times, but I know the average last freeze is typically around this time, or we may be maybe a week behind. Remember, that's taken in the average of the last 30 years here. But I think the old adage still holds true that, if you're planting anything that is sensitive before Mother's Day, you're doing so at your own risk, because the threat still kind of hangs around until Mother's Day. So, and I will caution that we're going to have some close calls this upcoming week. So I would hold off, at least for the time being, on any planting that you need to do here, at least for this upcoming week. I can't give you the go-ahead just yet. So let's go on with the rest of the 24th. Should be a dry day. I think we're going to see at least some sunshine returning. Temperatures are going to struggle. We'll get back into the mid-50s, I think, with mostly sunny skies. We'll finish this afternoon, Monday afternoon, with a high of 56. Monday night, I think we are chilly again, and I think we're going to have areas of frost. We're going to have a little bit more cloud cover. There may be a little breeze that would prevent widespread frost, but again, especially if you live out in rural areas, or maybe you're protected from the wind, you live up north of Indianapolis, you need to cover up those plants or bring them inside. I would go ahead and do so. The overnight low for Monday the 24th will be down to 36 here in Indianapolis. Tuesday, I've got mostly cloudy skies on the 25th. There are some indications that we could have a few isolated light showers for the afternoon. I don't think they're going to be widespread. If you've got games, practices, that kind of thing, we'll hit a high of around 61 for the afternoon. And overnight low Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, 41. I think Wednesday's dry. I think it's sunny on the 26th. And even though we'll be chilly with low 40s, I think we should avoid frost for the most part. The 26th should be a little bit warmer on Wednesday, 62 for your high. But again, with fairly calm conditions, Wednesday night, the 26th, I think we're going to be kind of in that territory where it's a close call for the possibility of a little bit of frost Wednesday night. Down to 38 for your low. I think outlying areas could slip in the mid-30s. And really the number you're looking for is 36, 35 for frost formation. Thursday, I think a lot of your Thursdays dry, sunny the 27th. We'll go with 62, still a little below average. It's a little warmer though. There will be a chance of showers. Right now, it looks like that would probably be more so very late in the afternoon and evening. Pretty low-end threat right now. Thursday night, low down to 43. Same thing Friday on the 28th. I got a chance of showers here on Friday. It's a little warmer, 65. And we'll continue with those rain chances into Friday night, a low down to 46. Heading into the weekend, last weekend of April, Saturday the 29th, I think we still have some of these rounds of showers. I'm just saying a chance right now. Probably a better chance Friday into Saturday. There looks like there might be a wound-up system. Now, that's still a ways out, but a couple of projections are going that route. Breezy conditions, scattered showers, maybe a few thunderstorms, too, on the 29th. 62 for your high, a low down to 45. And I think you may have some of those leftover showers on Sunday, 58 for your high. Breezy conditions to wrap up the weekend on the 30th, and then we open up the month of May next Monday. And I still have a chance of showers, maybe just some leftover showers. And we're still going to be on the cooler side. I'll have highs in the mid and upper 50s. So a couple of things just of note to recap here. Fairly quiet to open up the week. There's just that isolated chance for rain on Tuesday. Don't think it's going to be too significant. I've got several rain opportunities Thursday, the 27th through Monday, the 1st. I don't think any of those, honestly, are slam dunk just yet. The weekend may be a little bit better of a rain chance, and maybe some windy conditions as well. So that's one thing. The other thing is that I feel much more confident about outside of the rain is that we're going to be running cool. I see no days they get anywhere close to average for this time of year. 67 is the average high, 46 the average low. The closest we really get will be Friday. I have a high of 65. So, and then a low of 46. So, I mean, that's pretty close to where we should be, but every other day is running below average, and in a couple of cases, we're well below average. Monday on the 24th specifically, Sunday the 30th, and Monday the 1st, all looking below average. So, in terms of precipitation over the next 7 days, not real high. We could use a little bit of rain. We're doing okay. About 2/10 across the board. There may, I'll say a quarter to a half an inch across the entire state. Much higher amounts down around Tennessee, Mississippi, Alabama, and then really high amounts in Oklahoma and Texas. It's going to be quite active this upcoming week down in the Deep South and the Southern Plains. So not a lot of action here up in the Midwest and the Great Lakes. So we stay pretty quiet there precip-wise. All right. So nothing too significant. Just kind of gear up for a bit of a cooler end to the month of April, but not extraordinarily active, nor do I see any significant severe weather events across our state, which is always good news over the next 8 days. All right, stay with us. Coming back, we will talk more about we'll look at the climate data, where we stand right now for the month of April, and of course, we'll look ahead to the next couple of weeks and the new month of May temperature and precipitation outlook out as well. That's coming up next here on Weather Weekly. All right, wrapping up episode 122 here for the final week of April. Let's go into some stats real quick. First, precip-wise, month to date, 1.5 inches of rainfall. We are down a little over 1.5 inches of precip. Since March 1st, we're at 7.5. We're on the plus side of 3/4 of an inch. And since the beginning of the year, 14 inches of rainfall, or precip, I should say. And we are on the plus side about 1 3/4. No snow. Let's hope it stays that way, which the stats still remain. Since March, we're down 2 inches of snowfall. Since July 1st, the snow season, we are down 15.5 inches. And I am just fine with staying that low. Average high for the end of April, 67. The average low, typically around 46. Sunrise at the beginning of this week here, 6:55 in the morning. Sunset at 8:32. All right. Just some real quick hits. Precip-wise, from April 1st to April 23rd, we mentioned that we are down here in Indianapolis. Really, we're down across the state. The hotspots are central Indiana, where you're kind of in that 1 to 1.5 inch range deficit for the month. It does get a little bit better. Northern Indiana, you're kind of closer to 1/4 to 1/2 an inch. And down in southern Indiana, around the Louisville area, also kind of in that 1.25 to 1.5 inch deficit. But the entire state at we'll call it a minor deficit. I don't think this is anything to be too concerned with here. Temperature-wise, despite the coolness that we've had sporadically, we've had some pretty warm days. On average, in the same time period, April 1st to April 22nd, we are about 3 degrees warmer than average in central and northern Indiana. So no shock. I mean, we've had several 80-degree days. We don't typically get a lot of 80s for the month of April. In fact, we only average a little less than 2 days over the 30-year average. And I think we've had now 5, maybe 6. So yeah, that's running pretty warm there. All right, let's go ahead and look at the forecast here. 8 to 14 day. No signs of, a significant warm up here. This pattern's kind of stuck in. So this would take you between the dates of April 30th and May 6th. Pretty strong signal across the Midwest and the Mid-South of below average temperatures. Also a strong signal for below average precipitation here. The next 3 to 4 weeks, strong signal for below average temperatures and equal chances. Nothing glaring here for above or below average precipitation. That would take you through the dates of May 6th to May 19th. And this came out on the 20th here. The month of May temperature and precipitation outlook. No strong signals of which way we're going to go temperature-wise for the month of May, so no help there, unfortunately. There are some signals, though, that we could be running a little dry with below average precipitation for the month of May. So there you go. I think we've hit up on all the points there. Have yourself a great week. Of course, you can get the forecast for free anytime with our Storm Track 8 weather app and, of course, always online at wishtv.com. You can catch my forecast Monday through Friday as well on Wish TV Daybreak, 4 a.m. to 10 a.m. And, of course, while you're here, we'd love for you to check out all of my friends and colleagues' podcasts, all part of the All Indiana. Have a great week. We'll talk soon, and God bless.
Discover more from Storm Track 8 Weather and Wish TV. Online at wishtv.com and when you follow Wish TV on Facebook. Plus, be sure to check out more great podcasts from the All Indiana Podcast Network now at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.